What is up, guys? I'm Matt. This is MotoWorks. Now, in the video today, I'm excited because I think we are going to fire up the Accord. It's been sitting forever. Well, it's been sitting too long. Let's just call it that. And I'm just thinking I figured out what's wrong with it, and I'm super excited. So we're just gonna go head over to the car and just look at what I found, and then after that we're gonna try and start the car up. So let's head over to the engine bay now and check it out. Now, what happened is I got excited. I got a battery, brought it home. Battery's down here. Brought the battery home, put it in the car, crank. Nothing would start. I checked for fuel. There's fuel getting to the fuel rail, and it feels like the injectors are clicking. I can smell fuel. So I believe the fuel system's working. I did then check for spark. I had somebody crank it over, and I pulled one of the spark plug boots off here on the distributor, and it wasn't getting spark. So I suspect that it was an ignition issue. So I went ahead and bought a distributor cap and rotor. I mean, it was only a couple bucks. I think I spent maybe 25 bucks for a cap and rotor. So I'm still not breaking the bank in terms of that. Now, the rotor itself, if you look, is broken, but I'm not sure if this part really matters that much. So it did come apart, and I did have to get a slide hammer to, you can see I have that out. I did need a slide hammer to get this piece off the end of the distributor. Now, I don't think that this coming apart would be a reason to not get spark. I mean, if it is, leave a comment below, but I believe the spark comes from the coil and then travels down to this part of the rotor and then out through here to each individual spark plug location. So I don't think this was the problem, but I mean, it's $6 for this part, so I just went and bought one. And then I also got a distributor cap at the same time because, again, it wasn't that expensive, and I don't know when the last time it was changed, so I just went ahead and bought both as a set. Now, in addition to these parts, I also purchased I didn't purchase, I had an ignition coil, so I just went ahead and threw the ignition coil in there just to be safe, and that to me is pretty much the only thing I've ever seen fail on a Honda ignition system, unless something internally in the distributor fails, which I myself rarely ever see that. Usually if there's a problem with no spark, it's either a faulty coil or you just need to get a new distributor cap and rotor. So that's what I did. I just replaced all of those items, and I still haven't put the car back together. As you can see, it's still apart because I haven't fired it up. I want to make sure that it runs before I waste any time putting that back together. But this is kind of the moment of truth here. I would have done this yesterday, but I got so excited that I left the battery at work charging because I had let it run low. So I took it into work to charge it during the day, and I was going to bring it home at night, and that never happened. So here we are tonight. I'm just going to get this stuff out of the way. I'm going to install the battery, and while I install that battery, let's go check out what I found when I actually was hunting through this vehicle for bolts. Alright, I got you set up there on the side of the car. Shut the door so don't have the outside noise there. Got these smelly, it smells like coconut. Can you smell that? It smells like coconut. I don't have the smell-o-vision hooked up yet. But this one here is a different color. I don't know if it's faded. It's just faded. Also smells like coconut. You smell that? Yeah. Got some... Oh! You fell down! Hold on, let me set you back up. Alright, let's try that again. You guys fell down on me there. adjust this camera. There we go. Got some Swiss Miss packets. I bet you that's past its expiration date. Again, these metal brackets here, I don't know, they're all over the car. Oh, an ice scraper and a squeegee, so that's always something that's needed. Got, looks like the handle to the ice scraper and squeegee, maybe. Maybe that's a handle for something else, I don't know. It's going into my bag. That's either a trash bag or something else. Oh, a sweet screwdriver. Maybe I can use this to dig off my change here. Oh yeah, that's good. I can use a screwdriver to get the change off the dashboard. More of those brackets. We got some well span info here. Let's see what's in the glove box. Oh, we're gonna figure out what it was. I was close. Pina colada. So it was coconutty. Got some. What are these? Where do we go? Just regular old napkin. Got trash here. Just toss it away. We did get an owner's manual. Look at that. Fancy. See if we know where this. Got a note in here. Somebody set themselves a reminder. Alright, so this is just how to operate an automatic. In case you ever wanted to know. We could read through this stuff. I don't know. Sometimes they put where this one was. So this car was purchased at, looks like, Hanover Honda. And it was sold on... it was sold February 18th, 1991. That's pretty cool. It's kind of like an archive. So this car was sold in 1991. This is a 1990. So that was sitting on the lot. Probably got a good deal on this car. Probably sitting on the lot for a while. Got a cigarette lighter. Back in the day when cars actually had cigarette lighters and not just power outlets. Don't know if that works, but we'll figure that out later. We do have the glove box cleaned out. Nothing exciting in there. We didn't find any buried treasures. Okay, just book back in there. Again, more of these. That one lost its scent. Got a little scent baggie here. Lavender. Oh, that's strong. I don't know if you can smell that one. Oh man, that's ooh-wee. That still has its scent to it. Took my breath away. Ooh-wee. Got the bolts and nuts for, I think, the ECU here. So we've got all those. I'll just keep those on the seat. Alrighty guys, battery is installed. We're going to head in the car now and see if it starts. I'm going to put this out here in case something amazing happens, like the engine blows up or something crazy like that. But let's see what happens. I'm in the car. I have the dome light on. Hopefully you can see me. I'm super excited to see if this thing fires up. If it does, that will be amazing because I spent less than $100 so far in parts. So here goes nothing. What? Are you kidding me? That thing starts nicer than my Chrysler. That thing fired right up, guys. This car has been sitting for 3 years and it started up like I ran it yesterday. That is amazing. I guess I timed it correctly. That is amazing. Let's go out and actually listen to it. You'll be able to hear it on the camera out there, I'm sure, but I want to go out and listen to this thing and see what it sounds like. that started up that easy. I cannot believe that this car has been sitting 3 years and started up that easy. That has got to be a testament to just, I don't know if that's a testament to Honda, but that's impressive. That is super impressive. But we're not going to run this thing long, guys. We'll probably shut it off, as a matter of fact, in a couple seconds here because, again, I don't have the alternator hooked up. I don't have anything hooked up to it right now, but it sounds good. It looks like it's running smoothly. See if it takes throttle. That is impressive. Wow. Oh, let me go ahead and shut it off. Look at this thing. That is amazing. So it does have check engine light on, but I don't think, I'm going to pull this jumper out and see what happens. Yeah. Alright, so check engine light was on because the jumper cable was in looking for codes. So no codes currently. That unbelievable, guys. That is awesome. Let me just inch it forward real quick, see if the transmission works. Are you kidding me? Wow. Oh, dropped my light. Wow. Wow, guys. That is... I'm in shock that that car started that easily. It didn't hiccup. It didn't stutter. It started like that's just how it started 3 years ago when they parked it. That's amazing. I'm at a loss for words, but that is absolutely amazing that thing started up and ran that smoothly on 3-year-old gasoline. And there's no check engine lights at this point. I mean, I only ran it for, 5 minutes maybe, but there's no check engine lights on the dashboard. So that's incredible. That is, I don't know if that's a testament to Honda or I don't know what to think, but that engine sounds good. Now, I don't know if it burns oil because it's too late out now, but that's all stuff to be seen. I am, now that it runs and it's not knocking, it's not, it doesn't sound like there's marbles in the engine. It actually sounds really good. I mean, for 183,000 miles, it's gonna make some noise, but that actually sounds really good. The transmission went forward and went backward, as you saw. So I think I just need to put it back together and see what happens. But that is super exciting, guys. It's cold out right now. It's probably, let's see what it says here, 32 degrees. So I don't know if it was the ignition coil. I don't know if it was the distributor cap and rotor, but I replaced it all and it seemed to have paid off. I mean, you saw it, you heard it. It's fired right up and ran great. But that is super exciting. It's always great to have something work successfully. It makes resting easy a little bit better. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I'm super stoked. It starts now. I just need to put the car back together. I'll probably have while it's apart, I'll probably detail the engine bay and get that nice and cleaned up so that it looks good, looks presentable. Also, while I'm in there, I'm going to check to make sure nothing else is missing and no other bolts are loose. Just as just a precaution, I'm going to make sure I go through and check everything. But yeah, super excited, guys. I cannot wait to get this thing back together and see how it drives out on the road. But as always, guys, thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing and checking out this video. We'll see you in the next video. Have a good night.